Welcome into the Brooks Bench with your host Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host Brooke.
What's up, y'all?
And
What's
Megan.
up?
Brooke is back. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Just putting it out there, manifesting it. Also follow us on all social media at the Brooks Bench. Join our Discord, link in the description. Short recap this week. Not a lot of games as you guys saw, especially fantasy players that are tuning in. I know your pain. So let's just start off with the news. First, transactions. A lot has happened. I'm going to butcher the first name. I'm sorry. Maria Klundivakova. That sounds pretty close. Signed a rest of season contract with Minnesota. Minnesota then waived Badian. Sevgi Uzon waived by Phoenix. Robin Parks waived by Connecticut Sun. Jaylen Brown signed the rest of season contract with Connecticut. Megan McConnell signed a rest of season contract with Phoenix, but then we'll talk about it later. She got hurt like immediately after playing. Linskins waived by Golden State, but Golden State got Leticia Me here. Do you guys like that better? Are you guys
Yes.
more excited about that? Well, Megan is.
I'm excited about it, but I'm like annoyed that like it was even a thing in the first place,
That I mean, here wasn't already on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone had said like, "Oh, I thought you had the right 12." Or what did she say? Like we had the perfect 12. That's what was her excuse for not putting a
With
here on it.
was it Cheyenne Sellers? It was like she had to put the best 12 out there, and she didn't fit quite into like the full layout of the plan or something, but it was like I have to put the best 12 out there.
And then kind of goes back on her word here. So
yeah.
Weird. Xana Lacini, temporarily suspended contract. Same with Tierra McCowan. And then Haley Jones was waived by Phoenix Mercury. Maybe that means Alyssa Thomas is coming back? Maybe. I don't know. Fingers crossed for Phoenix. Players of the week. Asia Wilson, Western Conference Player of the Week. And then Alicia Gray, Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Did you guys know this was her first time in her career being
I saw that.
Player of the Week? And then she ended up being Player of the Month. So also her first time being Player of the Month. Nafisa Collier was the Western Conference Player of the Month. I mean, obviously she was killing it. And then drama. There's always drama. Every week there's an investigation. This week's investigation, WNBA investigated Seattle Storm coaching staff. Then it came out that it wasn't an investigation. It was just a complaint that was filed that a Storm assistant coach cursed at a former Storm player after Sunday's game. No fines or suspensions expected. So who do you think the former Storm player was? This is crazy. This like too much drama. It's only week 3. Aren't we recapping week 3? Am I tripping?
No, I think it is
week 3.
Yeah, this is too much. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 2 investigations. This is insane. Well, staying on Seattle, Lee Rue requests a trade. Bro, Seattle, I don't know what you guys are doing over there. She did do it respectfully. I like what she said. She said, the team is really perfect. We have the best post player in the world. We have 4 post players, and I don't feel like I have enough time. Respectable. I like that. It's like, dude, I'm not playing here, so why do you even need me, right?
And there's other teams that could use her.
So many teams.
She's on Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, it also came at a terrible time, so it looks like she's the one that's like,
yeah,
hey, investigate these people, and I want to leave.
The timing sucks, but it's also like, I get it. Like, they weren't using her, so like, why even?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're big, so you might want to.
There's a bunch of teams that could use her, honestly.
Yeah.
Who's gonna give up like stuff for her though? I don't know. We'll see. CBS is launching a WNBA tip-off, a pregame show featuring Renee Montgomery, Dawn Staley as analyst, and Sarah Kustuk as a host. I know it was up and running. I didn't get to tune into the first episode, but I like these like pregame, like, you know, how the NBA has Hecka. Well, they just ended one, you know, with Shaq in them, which was a bummer. But I like those pregame shows. And Dawn Staley as an analyst, someone's saying that this is going to be her future. She's going to be stepping out of the coaching world. Do you guys think that's going to happen? Or this is like just like something to do in the off season?
I think it's just something to do in the off season.
Yeah.
I think eventually she'll do it, but I don't think she's ready to leave coaching yet.
I don't think so either.
But I don't see her coaching for another like 10 years. Like I could see her finishing the contract and then like, yeah, Dawn's older. Like She's made more than enough money and built an empire. Like,
I don't know though, like a lot of her interviews, like I think she really does it because she's really like preparing these like the younger generation for the league. And I know she preached about how important it was for coaches to do that. Like to not just teach them to get through college and like to win a college championship, but to actually prepare them for the league so they stay here. I know that's like was really a passion. So I don't know. I think she'll just keep doing it. Like she has a powerhouse over there.
I mean, how old is Gino? Like she could probably do as long as Gino.
Yeah. I mean, they did it forever.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but Gino also started when he was what, 20 something?
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Gino's what, like, is he in his 70s? Yes. Dang, am I aging Gino? Oh, okay. So, I mean, she could probably do it.
I think he's like 72.
Wow. He looks good. Good for him.
I could be wrong, but I swore he was. I swear there was like a segment like leading into it of like how old. Let me look it up so that way people don't come for us. Gino.
Really just aging Gino right now?
71. I was right.
Okay, yeah. Dang, he looks good. Good for him. WNBA has been posting around online. I don't know if you guys have seen coming to a park near you. Stay tuned. Line them up. Curious. Do you guys have any inkling of what it is? Like, do you think they're just gonna like not remodel, but maybe make a court in each city there's a WNBA team, like give back in a way, or?
Honestly, I really thought like it's a play to move that 3-point line back to the NBA one, because the way some of those lines look is it looks like it's like the parallel 3-point line. But that could be just like the craziest assumption ever. And they could be doing like, you know how they do at NBA All-Star, like the 3-on-3, like in the park or something like that. But and like 3v3 is huge right now. So
I'm like really curious. Maybe they're gonna be, I don't know. It's coming to a park, so they're doing something, and I need to know where, because the people are posting it all over online.
I mean, isn't there there's the international break or whatever it is in July? Like,
there's no break. They're just gone.
Yeah.
Just certain players are gone. They're gonna keep playing. So yeah, we'll see what that is. But I'm curious. Golden State Valkyrie leading attendance, highest fan attendance or highest average.
Add a fourth game in there now too.
I know. 18,064 fans. We're beating Indiana. Do you think it's just because they bought so many season tickets? I mean, it's considered sold, that seat.
Well, yeah, that's how it works. The ticket is sold, so that's what they care about, the statistics. So
it's not really like
it's not scan rates.
I was going to say, they don't scan it? Okay.
Yeah, but I will say that the arena's been packed. I mean,
it has. We've been to most games.
What was it? 3 out of the 4 home games or something?
Yeah. Well, those like seats by the court side, I think I'm like more than positive they have their own like club like on the floor. So dude, they're getting food, they're drinking, they're watching in there. Like that's the hard part with some of those courtside seats is like they're there. They're just in the VIP areas.
Yeah. They're socializing.
Yeah.
It's been pretty packed though. I mean, we've been
all the way up, like in
to the top.
Yeah.
Backs against concrete up there. Okay.
Truly.
For real. They also put out good deals. It's like $20 to get a hot dog and a ticket up there. I'd freaking go up. I had nothing to do. Well, and I live in the area.
Yesterday they had it was paired with BFC. So it was like you paid like $99 and they bust you up to the city, watch the Valkyries play till 2:30, bust you back down to San Jose to watch BFC. And I want to say there was like I feel like a drink or food voucher maybe or something. That could be the crazy part, but it was like cool that they did that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
That's really cool. Dope. They need to do that more often. That's
like stuff like that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. And last little drama from the W. Satu Sabli calls out Kathy. Okay? Basically said Kathy added a lot of games. We had 9 games in 18 days. That's not really responsible for a commissioner. A few examples. Fever, we heard it a lot last season. They had 11 games in 20 days last season. This season, Liberty are going to play 6 games in 11 days, and Dream 4 games in 6 days. I'm sure there's a lot more examples, but those were the ones I saw a lot, especially on Twitter. So, I mean, what are you guys thinking about this? Obviously, this is going to be something discussed in the new CBA coming up, but I mean, Thoughts?
I'm torn on it because I know that the league's trying to grow, and one way to grow is to be able to play more games, bring in more money, because more games means more sales of all the things.
Yeah.
But I know it's tough on players, because ideally what you want is more games over a longer expanded time.
Mm-hmm.
But they just will not really do that. They want WNBA to still be summer basketball,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't want it overlapping with the other major sports, NBA, NFL, all those things. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel it for the players, and I don't think she's coming from a place of like, we're tired, we want more days off. I think
No, yeah.
in particular, because the coach mentioned it, is that they don't want so many games where there's no recovery and then there's no time for practice.
Mm-hmm.
So these teams are struggling because they're not able to get in the gym and actually work on something that they took away from their last game, because they already have another game, and the little bit of time they get in the gym is just preparing and scouting for the next team and then getting a little bit of recovery so they don't get injured. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what the players are asking for, is like, man, can the games be spaced out enough that you can practice and have recovery?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean,
yeah. I think like I don't remember who said it. It was like Kelsey Plum or Cam Brink or I think it was somebody from LA. I swear it was one of those two, where it was like, we don't need more teams yet. Like, we need more roster spots. And like that to me, like speaks volumes, because I agree. Like, there's a long list on this notes that we just talked about of all these people getting waived and like picked up, and it's week 3. Like, you don't see that anywhere else. You see that in MLB, but they stay within that organization and go down to AAA and back and forth. So they're not literally cut and like losing a job. Like, they're being moved around. And I like, we saw it last year with Caitlin Clark literally explaining how she's been playing for how many years, and that was her first break because of the Olympics. Like, you're telling these college kids and now these like veterans with 3-on-3 of like, do all this, then come back and keep going. Like, your body needs to rest. They're older. Women are seeing more ACL tears. Like, we need to have better precautions. And honestly, you're going to throw in more games that are not as televised. And so now you're asking all of us to go to all these games and watch all these games when it's already hard enough. Like, let's get better TV deals and better contracts and stuff like that. And then we can add in the 17,000 different teams and all these, like, I don't even like the NBA going that long, but we can add in more games, I guess, can be the next discussion.
Well, that's how the NBA does it, is they have a bigger roster, so they're able to rotate their guys a lot. I mean, obviously stars play, but the NBA, like you said, is just so long. Like, there's games where they blow out and they pull their guys, so they rest and stuff, and then they give them the bench shot. But these rosters need to grow, because that's why you see so much injury in the W. And then it affects fantasy.
Oh my God. It affects us. No, it's like, but no, for real. I agree with you. So it's like, the schedule's like, okay, you play a game. Sure, you have a day break. You're traveling. Traveling's not good on the body. That's not a rest day. That's
not the way the W travels.
But but any travel. I mean, come on. Sitting for a long period of time to get to your next destination, and then playing the very next day. I mean, those things, that right there is a toll on your body. Then you're playing every other day. Then you're playing back-to-back games. Like, that's a lot of wear and tear. People buy tickets to see certain players, and if those certain players are hurt,
Indiana Fever, and the crazy amount of drop in their ticket sales because Caitlin Clark got hurt. That's fake.
That's a true bandwagoner right there.
Is fake.
Don't come for, oh my God.
And you know what? Disgusting. She was still there.
Yeah, just watch her on the bench. How about that? Support her that way. So crazy. I'm curious to see what they do. This next year is going to be, I think, a lot of changes. I think the players are fed up, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're, what's it called? A sit out? A holdout. Holdout. There might be a holdout. There could be a holdout. I think the players are fed up.
Holdout?
You know, where they don't play at all?
I don't think that's what's called.
What's it called?
I'm thinking.
I would call it a sit out more than I would call it a holdout.
Bro, isn't that what the NBA did?
Yeah.
God. But is it called a holdout? NBA holdout? Me Googling it? Lockout.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There it is.
Something with an out in it. Whatever it is, I don't think they'll be playing. I think it's going to be a lot of discussion. Curious to see. Next year is going to be a new navigation for everyone, and it's going to be interesting to learn. With that said, milestones, lots of milestones, especially for Kiki Iriafen. Okay? Becomes first rookie since A'ja Wilson to start her career with double-figure scoring in 8 straight games. She looks so good, and people were dissing her because she had early on comparisons to A'ja Wilson, but dude, she could, I'm telling you, she could do it. I like it. Let me just buckle up. There's a lot. 6th player in the league history to average a double-double through their first 8 career games since Tina Charles. She becomes the 13th rookie in WNBA history to post a 20-plus point, 8-plus rebound game on 80% or better shooting. Recorded 10-plus points and 4-plus rebounds in each of her first 8 career games, the first rookie to do so since Chennai. She also becomes the 5th rookie in WNBA history with 115-plus points and 80-plus rebounds through their first 8 games. She's the fastest rookie in Mystics history to total 100-plus points and 80-plus rebounds. Quickest to do so since Tina Charles in 2010. And I know this total has changed because she played today, but 117 total points are the most by a Mystics rookie through their first 8 games since Holtzclaw. She was also named Rookie of the Month. I forgot to put that out there.
That video was cute.
Oh, I didn't watch the video.
I think it was her video where she was like, I didn't know this was a thing. Like, you guys
when they told her?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, I did watch that one. There's a lot of controversy. People are like, oh, Paige Becker should have got it. Come on.
She's also out with a concussion.
Yes, you can't do that. Kiki's been killing it, too.
Kiki's now a good contender in the Rookie of the Year conversation.
It is head-to-head. The 3, Sonia, her, and Paige, it's just, it's going to be a race to the end.
And it helps that Mystics are doing better.
Mystics are
also,
good.
Yeah.
They look good. I agree with you. Minnesota Lynx record an 8-0 start, the 8th 8-0 start in WNBA history. 6 of the previous 7 teams to start 8-0 made the finals. New York also joined them. They're the 2nd. But this is the 2nd time in league history where multiple teams started with that record in the same season. Last teams to do it met in the finals. I mean, we all knew this was going to be the finals, though. Like, I feel like from preseason, well, except Megan, because Megan was on the Vegas train. Jinx, we'll get into Vegas rant. Just stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But me and Brooke were on the same page of the final. We all knew this was going to happen. Yeah. The path was laid. It's like Nafisa revenge season. So, yes, I wouldn't doubt that's going to be the final. Caitlin McBride moved into 8th on the all-time 3-point made list. Sabrina Ionescu becomes the New York Liberty's all-time leader in 3-pointers made. Becomes fastest player to 400 3-point shots made in WNBA history. Brittany Sykes has made 61 free throws through 7 games, most in WNBA history over that span. Most points by a rookie in a single game this season, I want to put this in here, was Lexi Held. It was not the big names we talk about every single week. It was the undrafted Lexi Held. So I wanted to give a little shout out. We love to see it.
Not against the Valkyries, though. But we'll give it to you.
We'll talk about that as well. Azrae Stevens becomes the first player in WNBA history with at least 16 points, 3 blocks, 2 steals, and 4 3-pointers made while shooting at least 70% overall in a game. And lastly, Nneka moves up into 8th on the all-time steals list. I feel like Nneka has been moving up every list every week, if you guys have not noticed that. So, congratulations. Okay, injuries, lots of them. Oh my God. Jordan Canada returned. Yippee! Rakia Jackson returned as well. Paige Becker's still out with, it says illness now, so I don't know if it changed from concussion to illness, but now she's out. Vandersloot out. Rest of the season ACL tear. It looked nasty. I know, Brooke, you didn't see it. Meg, did you end up seeing the video?
I looked away. I don't like seeing that stuff.
I know. It was bad.
I don't want to.
You could tell, like, right off jump when I was watching the game. Mariah Jefferson's out. Lindsay Allen, Achilles day-to-day. Olivia Nelson-Ododa, ankle day-to-day. Tiara McCowan, overseas. Ty Harris, knee day-to-day. Sophie Cunningham, ankle day-to-day. Update on Caitlin Clark. She's going to be reevaluated this weekend. Said playing Tuesday is a possibility, but there's no rush or an exact target date. They're not going to rush her back. There's just no point. Tiffany Hayes knows day to day. Cameron Brink, a little update. She's been working on the court, but still no contact, so there's no timetable. I know everyone was saying June, but I think they're gonna just, especially if they're not winning, they're just gonna push it down the road, I think. Niara Sabali, day to day. Full participant in practice. Jonquel ankle, so her MRI came back positive, but she didn't practice today. So I think she's gonna be out a couple games. Alyssa Thomas out calf. I don't know, no update. And then Megan McConnell knee out 3 to 4 weeks. Quick timeout. Let's talk Underdog Fantasy. If you've never tried it before, Underdog is a super fun and easy way to get on fantasy sports. You can play daily pick'em games by predicting player stats like points, rebounds, or assists. It's simple, clean, and a great way to stay locked into every game. If you are new to Underdog, sign up with our code THEBROOKESBENCH and you'll get up to $1,000 in bonus funds. That's 100% deposit match to get you started. Just scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the episode description to sign up. And please, gamble responsibly. Now let's get back to the episode. All right, back to the weekly rundown. This is where we go over all the WNBA games that happened. Today it's going to be between the week three recap. There was not a lot of games, as you guys know. But we'll first start off with Phoenix Mercury defeating Golden State Valkyries 86-77. Disappointing loss for Golden State. Excuse me. Phoenix closed the game on an 18-1 run, Megan.
Stupid.
So bad. So bad. I'll give you guys a brief description of the game. Valkyrie led 76-68 with just over 4 minutes left. Lexi Held killed you guys off the bench, nailed a clutch go-ahead 3 with 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining, sparking Phoenix decisive run. Satu Sabali grabbed her own offensive rebound, scored, and was fouled. That was a killer for you guys too, converting the and one to extend Phoenix's lead to 80-77 with about 33 seconds left. Veronica Burton then missed a layup. And it was a wrap. Megan, tell me how you felt.
Disappointed. It was rough, though, because it was like all they had to do was take care of the ball. They had some sloppy turnovers.
And maybe score, like a couple points.
Yeah. But, the Julie Van Loo thing, I don't know if that was a travel. So that was disappointing. And then
they took her out.
And then they took her out.
When she was doing good.
Well, she did have an unforced turnover, I think one or two. And then, especially if you count the travel. But I still would have probably left her in because they needed a ball handler. I think one of them plays, they couldn't even get the ball inbound. Like, it's just little things. Yeah. It's just they don't have that star that, like, can get the ball and be like, everyone calm down and let's just run a play and actually, like, get something good out of it. I think Veronica Burton's trying to be that person, and she's getting better and better each game. But I just feel like none of them, they were flustered. They're not used to obviously having that lead and having to take care of the lead kind of thing. So it's a little nerve-wracking. But, I mean, they played well. It just sucks they couldn't finish. Yeah. Honestly, Phoenix looked tired, and that goes off of what Satu was saying about having all those games. So, because when they started, they looked sloppy. You could just see the Valkyries were way more refreshed and looked energized, where Phoenix was struggling. And Phoenix is still dealing with injuries, so.
Yeah, Phoenix, man, they are winning these games without top 2 stars, Alyssa Thomas and Kalia Copper, and are just finding ways to get it done. Like, off the bench, Lexi Held, 24 points. Like, career high for her. Rookie. And then Satu Sabali, does it day in and day out. There's, nothing there. 19.7 rebounds, 5 assists. So it's just like, Phoenix is finding ways to get it done. Maybe, I'm just thinking, like, you guys, Valkyrie lack, I guess you're right, that experience of closing a game out. Closing a tough game out against a competitive team. Right?
They do great for the first 3 quarters, but it's the fourth quarter that they cannot figure out.
Because honestly, Kayla Thornton's the only one that really has played in clutch games like that where, she has that experience. But she's also not the main ball handler. So, like, a lot of times they're turning the ball over before they even get it to Kayla or try to get it to Kayla. I will say, though, too, I think Satu traveled on that and one.
She did, bro. That was 3 steps.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Obviously, it went in, and they called the foul, and she made a free throw. So it's like, little things like that, too, in my opinion, bad play. But but the Golden State, they had chances, and yeah, it sucks because they could have
1 point.
I know they could have won this game. So
like, come on, bro.
Literally, based off the score, you just had to score like 5 or 6 points.
And the rotation, man, I mean, the last game, which we'll talk about, the rotation was so much better. But the Phoenix game, it was still not. It was bad. It was still not good.
I mean, Phoenix did shoot well. 46% from the field, 44% from the three. And then Veronica Burton had a solid game, 16 points. But I mean, yeah, you guys don't have that star. I mean, obviously you'll get that star through the draft. I mean, you guys are doing too well though to get a top 4 pick.
Yeah.
So I mean, it might be some time.
It's because we do have some good, like, they were always good role play, like Veronica Burton and Caleb Burton and Billings, like
great
all
role
players that they do, like, they have their moments. They play well. They have great heart and hustle, and they put a lot of effort into it. It's just the consistency.
Yes, I agree with you. Would have been a great win if you won in Phoenix and then went and beat Vegas. I mean, you beat Vegas, which we'll talk about, but that would have been crazy. That would have been a crazy week for
crazy momentum. Yeah,
definitely. Over to one of the most shocking games of the week for me. Connecticut Sun defeat Atlanta Dream 84-76. Sun trailed at halftime 36-35. Thanks to that Mabry buzzer beater. That was nice. Connecticut surged early in the third quarter with a 12-2 run, extending the lead 48-37. Atlanta rallied late in the third quarter with a 15-4 run, narrowing the gap to 62-61 at the end of the third. The Dream managed just one field goal in the first 5 minutes of the fourth, while Connecticut pulled away and sealed it from Anissa Morrow clutch free throws by Mabry. She had a great layup to just keep the momentum going for Connecticut. Mabry had 34 points. That's crazy. She shot super efficient as well. Tina Charles, 19 points. And then Bria Hartley, 11 points, 6 assists. Connecticut played really well this game. Atlanta, on the other hand, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Ryan Howard. Brittany Griner, 18.7 rebounds. And then Alicia Gray, 13 points, 5 rebounds. This was just a good showing for Connecticut. We talk about Connecticut struggles all of the time, and we talk about how Atlanta's been doing very well. But, I mean, Marina Mabry, when she's on fire and she's hitting and she's shooting efficiently, it's not like she jacked up 40 shots and only made 10, you know? It really helps the Sun. And then Tina Charles, all-time vet. Just those duo alone could really propel Connecticut. But I mean, Atlanta, it was just a down game for Alicia Gray, who's been on a roll. Obviously, Ryan Howard and Brittany Griner stepped up for them. But do you have like any hesitations for Atlanta? Maybe just a down game, or like, what are you guys kind of thinking?
Yeah, I think it was just an off game. Obviously, they were struggling to hit. Things just weren't falling for them. And then, I mean, when Mabry's hot, Mabry's hot. So, I think that's all it was. It's just an off shooting night for them.
Yeah.
I want to shout out the Connecticut Sun social media team because after this, like before they had lost really bad, right? To I think was it New York or somebody?
Yeah, blown out.
And then what's her face?
Was this the Courtney Williams thing?
Yes, Courtney Williams like commented, "Damn," right? Yeah. And then they had the video of like Marina calling her and be like, "I'm really mad at you for that." And like we love to see like the aspect of that. Yeah, but then after the next game, because this was the next game that Connecticut won, Marina like leans back, and it's just her, and then her teammates next to her are forward leaning, and the graphic says "Damn" on it. Beautiful, that right there, and then they're like,
we love it.
Their description is just a period. That was beautiful. You guys deserve a raise for that one. Way to play on with what's happening. Because I literally was like, this is the best I've seen so far.
See, I love that. When a social media, whoever is on it is really tuned into what is going on.
In good fun, too.
Yes, it's not crazy. Because some of these teams' social media sucks, okay? First, they don't post no game day fits for these players.
Yeah, come on. We need more of that. Somebody actually needs to create their own account.
There you go.
Call it the WNBA game day fits and do the research and post it for us, please.
It just sucks because their own teams don't even cover them. So how are they supposed to find these photos unless they travel everywhere? They have a team that follows all
There
the
should be a
games.
team that actually does go.
Look at
At
that.
least a couple of them.
We just came up with $1 million idea. Okay, get to it. Let's do that. Okay, let's talk about the game that we're going to be on for about 45 minutes. It's going to be hateful. Golden State Valkyries defeat Las Vegas Aces 95-68. Let's just all take a moment of silence for the Las Vegas Aces.
And I feel like there's going to be 3 different responses from us. Chiggy's going to be purely sad. Megan's going to be purely excited. And I'm going to be very indifferent about this.
Let's talk about the game first, and then we'll go into public opinion. No. Okay. Golden State. I just can't even talk about game. Megan, how about you talk about it because you're grinning. You're just ready to talk about this. So how about you take this one over?
We'll get through your stats or whatever.
Okay. Basically, Golden State, okay, they exploded in the second quarter. They had 34 points, held the Aces to just 9 for 31 in the first half. They had a 49-28 lead at halftime. And then basically it was a wrap. After halftime, nothing changed. Valkyrie were just swallowing the Aces. Oh my God. It's really annoying, actually. What I noticed, and like Megan, chime in if you want to. They focused all their attention on Asia. Just clogged the paint, had her it was Asia. And they're like, you know what? If you want to beat us with your people that are inconsistent out here, good luck because you've been struggling. And let me tell you, they struggled. Jewel Lloyd, what are you doing? I told you guys this was a bad trade and no one wanted to listen to me. Go back and change your opinions.
Rewatch it.
Because that's bull. I told you this was a bad trade. It's off. The Aces are off. The chemistry is not there. It just does not look fun. They don't look like they're having fun. It looks like a miserable time. I just couldn't see. I told you to take over the recap because I was just going to go to opinion. I wasn't going to go to stats. So I don't know why you just didn't take it over. So you can take it over now.
Oh, that was great. Well, on the good note, listen, Aces is one of those teams where they're going to push around. They're going to be physical. They're just a dominant team like that. And I'm so proud of the Valkyries because they held their own. They held their own.
Bullied.
And honestly, it was also Kayla Thornton because
oh my God, yeah,
right away, her aggressiveness, I think, allowed them to feel like, oh, we can be in this game. Like she was aggressive. And I have to point this out because I really think, and someone fact checked me, but Kayla Thornton, every home game, she's the first one for the Valkyries to score every single time.
It's been pretty consistent.
Yeah. She sets the tempo of the game, and I love that. Veronica Burton just backed her up. I felt like Verona wanted to have a bounce back game because there were like 2 moments in the Phoenix game that they should have won. That was a little bit because Veronica just couldn't finish. She just was right there. I know she missed one of those layups that she's like, oh, I just had the touch. So I was so happy with her. I will shout out the coach in this game. I think Natalie had a way better rotation. I think at one point in the second quarter, she waited a little too long to put Kate Martin back in, but she did. And obviously Kate Martin right away, she came right off the bench and scored. And it's just like, she read that, she gave Martin the minutes, and it worked out. I am nervous though, guys, because Cecilia is one of our most consistent 3-point shooter outside of Kate Martin. Kate Martin's been doing good, but Kate Martin, she's either hitting or she's not. Cecilia's been one more that can hit when we kind of need those shots, and she's going to be gone. So I'm hoping Kate Martin can be consistent and continue being that burst for us, and Kayla Thornton can still continue to hit. But yeah, dominant performance, and I'm glad. And the thing is though, I know there's still room to work on being consistent because of course coming in the third quarter, I'm sitting next to
there was a little run
fans.
there.
I'm sitting next to other fans getting nervous because I'm like, here we go again where we're up by a lot, but Aces come out and it's like we don't know how to just keep the momentum. We lose that momentum, and we even lost it in the fourth, but luckily we had such a big spread already built up that it didn't matter. But technically, when Aces brought that bench in, they were cooking our Valkyrie starters. So we still have a lot of room to grow, but I still think we need that like go-to player that can just be like calm everyone down. But no, it was a great performance, and the arena was popping. It was a good time.
It was loud. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was not a good time, but yeah, it was loud.
It was a good time.
All right, Brooke, let's hear it.
So I unfortunately couldn't be at the game. Little sicky poos over here, but the one game to miss, I guess.
Yeah, it was.
Terrible. So I had my Valkyrie shirt and then I had an Aces jersey over it. I took my Aces jersey off in the fourth quarter.
He's like, woo!
No, I literally was like, put that back.
Oh, heck no.
Which I need a new one because it's a Candace Parker jersey, so I got to get a new one. But and I was gonna text you guys too and be like, oh, okay, here's the fourth quarter. Like, this is where I'm nervous.
Yeah.
But the Valkyries did look really good.
They looked so good.
They actually looked like a team.
Yeah.
They weren't making as like stupid chaotic passes as they normally do because they do have a really good like on the run defense mentality that like their offense is kind of like, what do we do? Oh my God, the ball is in my hand. Like, panic. And this one, they actually looked a little bit calmed down and like relaxed. And yeah, the Aces, I don't know what is going on. It's not good. They don't look good. No. They look slow too. They look really slow. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, they look horrible.
And they might just be stuck. Like we said in the early this year, like they can't get rid of KB because she's on contract. They can't do this. They can't do that. Like, so they might be a little bit stuck for this year. And yeah, if it's going to keep this way, the bigger stars, I don't think will stay with Vegas for long term. So that's like the sad part about it. I don't know. And Becky seems to be, to me, like complaining too much.
About the heart. They have no heart. It's
just kind of like she's just, all the time versus like cussing them out and like get your shit together, rotating. But like that's how you beat Vegas right now is you get Asia blocked up and they are screwed.
No one else is gonna do anything.
Jewel hasn't done anything.
Oh my God.
Jackie like is also another team that's getting like doubled a lot. Chelsea,
I think she ended the game with 4 points.
Yeah.
So it was like she wasn't even shooting. Like it's not even that she had shot attempts and she was missing. She barely put any shot attempts.
Her and Jewel in the third quarter were 1 for 9 each. And here's the thing with Vegas. And maybe I saw it because I saw it from like TV, like where our seats are, we're more on that baseline, so it's hard. Vegas, oh my God. I swear to God, if I watch them all drive into the key one more time and not go up for a shot and pass it back out to the 3-point line for the next person to drive into the key and pass it back out to the 3-point line, I'm going to lose my absolute mind.
Yeah.
Like, go up. Like, I could, like, there was probably more than 10 times they had an open shot and they were like, panic, and throw it back out to the 3. What are you doing? Like, y'all are tough. Y'all are supposed to be playing bully ball all the time. Go up for the shot.
Girl, I don't know what they're doing.
All I know is we got 2 good highlights out of it. I don't know if you saw it, Brett, on the TV, but Kate Martin hit Asia with the hezzy. She went.
I saw it live.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
No, I missed it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like,
she gave her the
she
little,
made that?
hesitation and then got to the basket and scored. And then,
Asia
she was killing the
tired.
game. She hit the 3 at the buzzer to go to halftime.
Hit the 3.
That was
crazy.
That was dope.
And then Veronica Burton took Jewel Lloyd's ankles.
I missed that one.
She made her go that way. And you were too busy over it. You were zipping up your
Man,
jersey.
I will say, like, coming back to your point, I think Veronica Burton is settling in, like, nicely. Yeah. Like, her voice is starting to come out. Like, you see it in videos. You see it on the court. Like, she's starting to, like, take more of that leadership role.
Yeah.
Coming to get the ball.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Sure. I'm surprised you didn't say about Asia Wilson getting blocked, like, 2 times. And they were monster blocks.
They were bad.
That's
what I'm saying is, like,
monster blocks.
Vegas looks slow and tired.
Yeah.
They just don't have that same aura that they had when Kelsey Plum was on the team. I wore my Kelsey Plum shirt.
And the crazy part is Asia still had 17.6 rebounds without, like, on it in the third quarter.
It came slow, yeah.
Yeah, in the third quarter, I I was going to text you guys and I didn't, of like, they just need to give the ball to Asia. And then the announcers were talking about it, like, if you give her space, like, that's where she's good. And she, like, hit, like, 4 or 5 shots in a row. And I was like, just fucking give it to Asia.
And the other thing is I think, who said it? They look slow on defense. Oh, my God. The defensive end, it doesn't look good. And it's always been the same complaint, I mean, over the years of lack of bench, lack of post-player depth for Asia. Like, there's just so many things that they needed to meet, and they didn't do any of it in the offseason. They're back to where they were. And it's like all these teams that are competing went and solved all those problems.
Yeah.
And that's why you getting beat by the Valkyrie. Like, I think it's over. And you know what's crazy is they're wasting Asia's prime a little bit. Because it's like, if you don't do anything this next free agency and surround her with the pieces that she needs to continue to compete, you're just literally wasting her prime, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Obviously, the players around her are talented. I don't think I don't want everyone to mix that up. It's just you don't have like a Minnesota or a New York where it's like you have all these great role players and you have some bench depth, and it's just like you have all the pieces you need to compete. Like, just because you swapped out Jewel Lloyd and Kelsey Plum, that wasn't never going to be enough. That was never anyone's complaint about swapping them. Like, okay, cool. It was always the lack of depth in the post and in the bench. So if they continue to not address that problem, it's a wrap. I don't know if the Aces could win again.
But it does seem like something is off. The chemistry is off. Because
it's off.
If you watch Minnesota play, the way they can
so much
swing the ball and it's just beautiful. Yes, they rotate that ball so fast, and it doesn't skip a beat no matter when they're doing subs. With the Aces, that's not the case. Like, they were subbing a lot, and so it wasn't that like they weren't getting rotations, and it's just that the chemistry really isn't there. Like, I just didn't see it. I wasn't wowed by any of the Chelsea Gray passes. Like, where is that team at? Where, you know, they're feeding it and it's like easy. You're like, man, what an easy pass. Like, no look, all this stuff. It's just not seeing it. And the fun, they're not, you know, even when Asia a couple times, she did in the third, I think, hit like 2 and 1s. And she's hyped, she's yelling. And what's everyone else doing? Just walking over to her.
Dude, it's not
ready to do the huddle. It's weird. Like, no one, like, they missed that Kelsey Plum would have ran up to her like, the
energy. It's just like a vibe someone brings to a team.
Yeah.
Jewel Lloyd's never really been that vibe for a team. Like, she's just a great player and plays her role and does her thing, but not like a vibe player. Y'all need like a vibe player on a team, right? But just to end this combo, is the dynasty over for the Aces?
I mean, Kelsey left.
Oh, so you're saying because she left? I mean, like, you don't think they could ever revive it?
But that dynasty is done.
Yeah.
Now they have to change the team, and then they potentially could build another dynasty around Asia, but it's not going to be with this crew.
They need to rebuild. Like, what we saw is gone, and I'm mourning it.
I'm heartbroken
because we were still die hard last year, and this year I'm like so
it's hard
sad.
to root for. It's like depressing. Honestly, well, I was already over it when Kelsey Plum was traded. So if you see me in LA jersey, don't talk to me. Okay, let's go move on now. Seattle Storm defeat Phoenix Mercury 89-77. Something a little light. First half, Seattle built an early lead behind Gabby Williams. First of all,
so good.
When we all said in the beginning of the preseason, a full season of Gabby Williams is going to be great. Yes, it has been great these last couple of games. Second half, Skylar Diggins, welcome back. You were struggling there a little bit, girl. 22 second half points, and she hit those threes. She was 0 for how many threes, Megan, in the last couple of games?
Yeah.
It was a lot. Like, she hadn't hit a three in a long time, and then she got hot from three.
Yeah, I think she had 2 or 3 in this game.
Yeah. Mercury tried to come back. They were down double digits most of the second half, but Sabally and Held kept them within striking distance, but never got close. I think we were talking about it. Phoenix is tired. They need a break. I don't think they play for a minute now. Like, I think they have a good break, but I think they're getting a little bit tired. Like I said, Skylar Diggins, 26 points, 7 assists. Gabby Williams, 21 points, career high 5 3-pointers, shooting 80% from the floor. Dude, she's on fire. Like, there's so many candidates for most improved player right now. Like, and I love it. I love when players improve and you get to see them. That's really cool. Satu had 22 points, 6 rebounds, and Lexi held 14 points off of the bench. Phoenix struggled from the three, only shooting 25%, but Seattle shot 47% from the field and made 12 three-pointers. It was just a hot night for Seattle. And another revenge game for Skylar Diggins. We love to see it. She always be going off against Phoenix. Any comments on Seattle or Phoenix?
Mm-mm.
Alrighty, it was a short week. That was the last game we were talking about. But with that said, we go over our players of the week each week of who we thought stood out for the week. Not a lot of games to go off of, but I did want to shout out Kelsey Mitchell. Indiana did have 2 games. In those 2 games, she averaged 20.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, shot 47% from the field, 36% from the three. I feel like she's having a quietly good season like she always does. No one really notices because, all the Caitlin Clark hype, yada, yada, yada. But she's been doing well since Caitlin Clark has been out. And yeah, I just wanted to give her a little shout out. It was hard to find a player, I'm not gonna lie, because there was like really no games this week. Did either of you have a player of the week?
Yes. So I was gonna say Gabby Williams. I know we just ended on the game. They only had 2 games.
Yeah.
But in both those games, I felt like she brought energy and just a whole nother level for Gabby. But yeah, shout out to her. And then the other one I had a backup, and my backup had a backup.
Oh my God.
But
12 players a week. It's one singular player of the week.
But shout out to Sykes though. They played 3 games. Out of the 3 games, she did struggle in 1, but the other 2 are very dominant performances by her. So just shouting her out.
Oh my God. All right, Brooke, you have one?
I'm gonna do Marina. I feel like
she had a good game.
Yeah, she had a good game. She doesn't want to be at Connecticut, but she's still putting in like her best foot forward. She's top 5 in fantasy. She's on the leaderboard for a couple of different things. So give her some flowers because I feel like Connecticut's not getting a lot of love and they just got destroyed today. So.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, over to our fits of the week. Tunnel vision. All right. There was not a lot of good ones, but I'll give them to you first. Anissa Morrow. I forgot to introduce the segment. It's player bench. You guys know it. If you guys been here, you either play the fit or you bench the fit. I asked Brooke and Megan each week which fit they liked. So, Anissa Morrow. I actually like this.
I would say I'm probably going to play it. I mean, pants aren't for me, but it goes with the jacket, and that jacket's pretty dope. So yeah,
that's what I like.
One. It looks comfy.
The jacket is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Pants, I don't care for the flap up. I don't know what that is.
It looks like the waist of another pants.
Yeah, it's just like kind of unnecessary. It just doesn't do anything for me for the outfit, but try your jacket.
Okay.
Fire jacket.
Love to see it.
Actually,
what?
If those are low-rise jeans, we're benching that shit.
I don't think it's a low-rise.
Okay, then we're playing.
I don't think it's a low-rise. Over to Gabby Williams. One of my favorites, almost my fit of the week.
Clean.
Bro, I love her style, though.
I mean, if I look like that, I'd be wearing shit like that,
Bro, for real.
Yeah.
For real. I love
what is that, 6'4" pack she's got showing?
Yeah, it must be nice. It must be nice. Love it. I love the brown. I love a 2-piece set. Love a matching set.
Love a matching set.
Love a matching set.
So easy.
It is. You should have been here last week. There was a good matching set. I forgot who it was, but I was ooh.
I'll go back in the notes.
This is a good one. All right. Like it?
Yeah, play.
Yeah, play it.
Dewana Bonner. I was torn on this one. Do you really
play this?
Okay, I was like torn on this one.
And she looks very pretty in it,
right?
Too.
Yeah,
this was a great fit for her.
Her hair's done. She's got some makeup on.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know this one in particular is like close up, but I know far away with the legs. Man, she's pulling this one off.
Yeah.
Okay. Chelsea Gray, Bay Area homecoming. This is what she wore. A little Dang, I didn't get a little homage. Is that how you say it? To the Bay Area. All over it.
Yeah. Bench.
To be honest.
Okay.
Like, the two teams on display aren't in the Bay anymore.
That's true.
Which maybe that's on purpose.
Okay.
I do love the generic A's hat too, but I feel like I gotta bench this.
Hear me out.
But it's a nice on Chelsea Gray. It looks I love it. Like,
yes.
But I think as a love to the Bay, I gotta say bench because those teams left.
Hear me out. I love the pants. I don't like the top half. If she would have done a little
something really? I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. If she would have did something with the top half, I think it would have been fire.
It's very
I really
Chelsea.
like the pants. Yeah.
It looks like a quilt that she wrapped around her waist. I can't even tell they're like pants for real.
They're pants.
And I had the same feeling. Like everyone's like, "Oh, she's paying back. She's back to the Bay, blah blah." Because this was the game against the Valkyries.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the whole comeback to the Bay, but then, like you said, it's like not really shouting out the Bay like that.
No,
I don't know. I was a little confused by it, but yeah, it's just a lot going on. It's like too much going on.
Okay. Megan really hates this one. Okay.
I don't hate it. I just don't. It's just on the bench for me.
Okay. Well, I'll show you guys my fit of the week. I thought this was great. Injured. We got injured reserve duo pulling up. Nika Mule, Jordan Horson. I love it. I think, still supporting your team. This is the vibe. They're both the vibe in their own way, and I just love it.
I saw this, and I think they even switched at halftime. They wore each other's outfits.
What? Oh, I didn't
know. So you should go look
that.
for that.
Yeah,
it was funny, and they pulled it off.
I just love it. I think it fits their vibes perfectly. And I don't know. When I saw this, it just made me a little happy. Like,
I do like it a lot, and they look fly.
Right? Yeah. They look so good together. So that was my fit of the week.
Relationship of the week? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. You guys mine. It's more chill. But I still think, I just like it.
It's comfy.
Yeah.
A two-piece set.
I'm glad I didn't do a Valkyries player because I almost did. I did.
I had to do a Valkyries player.
I know. I went and looked at the Valkyries players and I was like,
Okay, so since Megan went Valks, I put it on our Google Doc. I did like Tiffany Hayes's outfit with You
like that one with the belt?
I did, yeah.
Or the ties, not the ties.
Yeah, but I'm not choosing them. I'm not choosing that outfit because Meg went Valks player, so I'm gonna throw in that Chicago. Who's that? Rebecca Allen?
Oh, Rebecca Allen.
I really like that, and that looks very pretty on her. I love the slight edgy, slightly looks like a motocross type long sleeve. It's long. I don't know what's actually on it. You can't really see, but
it's retro for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And I'm normally not a fan of thigh high boots like that, but it looks really good on her with that.
I agree.
So I would say that's mine.
I like it. I love it too.
That's good.
Which is very hard to find. So somebody please send us more things.
Dude, no, speaking of outfits, I scour the internet for some good WNBA fits, and a lot of social media pages do not post their
I'm gonna have to follow every team just to
for real
maybe get lucky on
because not everyone does it, especially Washington Mystics. You guys have some fly people on that team that I know have some good fits.
Yeah,
you need to have some more coverage on that. Okay, over to WNBA standings. The fact Vegas is still up there is criminal, but they only have 3 losses. That's why. Dallas, woo-wee. Child, 1-9. What are we thinking about Dallas? We didn't talk about Dallas at all today.
We don't need to.
Dude, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to. Them in Connecticut have done enough for themselves.
But shout out to JJ Quinerly. I'm glad to see her getting
killing
minutes.
it. She's doing really good.
She is doing a good job to step in for Paige. Yep. So I'm glad she's getting this chance.
And for everyone that's like, oh, Paige Becker's been out, I don't think Paige Beckers alone is fixing this problem.
No.
It's a bigger issue at hand. I do want to also, Chicago. We didn't talk about Chicago. Is it a wrap? It's a wrap.
I think it goes downhill. They lose their point guard. That's the one that gets it together for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is it a player thing or is it a coach thing?
Both.
Yeah, I have to say both as well.
Chicago? Okay, I actually am glad we're on this because even watching their like walk tunnel to the court, like you know how the teams always chant and cheer and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
They don't look like they want to do that and want to be there. Like just don't do it. Just walk out on the court.
I want to say this to Chicago. You shouldn't have fired Teaspoon in the first place.
Yeah,
the vibe was there. She had the energy. She knew how to corral that energy and win games. And I just still can't believe you guys got rid of Teaspoon. Coach thing, I think what Teaspoon did in her first year, they could have grew on that. The team didn't change much from last season. But you guys are right. Down Courtney Vandersloot, it's going to be a rough sledding now. You're probably going to have Haley Van Lith running the point. And it's going to be, it's her rookie season. You can't blame her for, learning. So I think it's a wrap for Chicago. And I think, Brooke, you said the vibe. They don't look like they're having fun either.
No.
The no fun teams, man. It's getting painful. Other than that, I mean, we've talked about the rest of these teams. We've talked about how Washington's been stepping up. Atlanta's been on a heater. And then Minnesota and New York are still undefeated. So nothing much has changed there on that end. Look ahead, previewing the upcoming games for week 4. Meg, you went 3-2. I went 4-1 with predictions. We have a new slate of games. These are the games we're most excited for this upcoming week. We go and we choose which team we think is going to win for that game. So June 9th, Golden State Valkyries versus LA Sparks. Who you guys got?
Valkyries.
Is that the new thing?
It's your V's up.
I know the V's up. I kind of like the V's up, but I'd rather keep it here and not. I don't know. I'm still indifferent about some of the first year.
I'm going to go LA.
I was also going to go Valkyries if they ride the train here.
I know, but I like LA, so. And I'm also salty. Indiana or Atlanta? I'm going Atlanta. I don't think they're going to have Caitlin Clark back yet. So I'm going to Atlanta.
I'm going to go Indiana. Are you writing these down?
No, that's your job.
I was thinking Indiana too.
Oh my God, I'm the oddball out today. Okay, LA or Vegas? I'm going Vegas.
If the Aces keep playing the way they're doing, they're not winning another goddamn game.
I gotta go Vegas. I think they get their lick back.
Go Vegas.
Meg?
Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta
sweet.
Go Vegas.
Lynx or Seattle? I'm going Lynx.
Lynx.
Meg?
Link.
New York or Indiana?
New York.
I'm going New York.
New York.
Seattle or Golden State?
Seattle.
Wow, Megan finally goes against Valkyrie. That's crazy.
I'm more impressed that she's still agreeing with us.
I know. Atlanta or Washington?
Ooh.
I know.
That's going to be a good game.
It's going to be good.
I'm going to go Atlanta.
I want to go Washington for funsies.
I was thinking ATL.
Okay. Last game, Phoenix or Las Vegas? This is scary.
Vegas.
I'm going Vegas.
I just don't like Phoenix.
They don't even have the same team you didn't like. It's a whole different team.
I'll take the L if I need.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. That ends our week 3 recap. We're here every single week recapping the WNBA. We also go over fantasy stuff on separate days and now Underdog. So if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow us along. Smash that like button. How about that? Give this video a little thumbs up, please.
I double dog dare you.
Oh, wow. Now they're for sure not doing it.
You have to do it now.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Peace out.
Bye.
Peace.